Hello, my name is Fiona Bengo, and today I'm going to talk about a project called Ways to Prevent Diseases. So on the first slide we have preventable disease and wellness. So this is the name of the deliverable. So on this next slide we have the outline in which it lists what I'm going to talk about. So the first we have introduction, and then the next one will be comparison of the leading causes of preventable diseases worldwide and in the US. Then I'll talk about the 7 dimensions of wellness, and then I'll move to strategies to reduce preventable diseases. And next will be the conclusions, and then I'll give you the references. So on this next slide we have the introduction. So on the introduction, what is the meaning of preventable diseases? So actually, coming from the word prevent, it means avoiding. So preventable diseases are diseases which can be avoided from occurring when necessary steps and actions are taken. So some of the examples of preventable diseases are heart disease, cancer, chronic lower respiratory diseases, stroke, and unintentional injuries. So from this slide, as you can see, there is a chart showing the preventable leading causes of death. So these can also be called chronic diseases or the preventable diseases. As you can see, many people have been able to die because of these diseases. We have the disease of the heart where more than 250,000 people have died. Then for cancer, which is the highest, which has caused death. So that is the chart that really shows. So on this next slide, I'm going to give you the comparison of the leading causes of preventable diseases worldwide and in the US. So I'm going to start with the causes of preventable diseases in worldwide. So the first cause is tobacco. So it has been found that almost 6 million people die from tobacco use each year. So as you can see, this is quite a big number. And tobacco really causes a lot of preventable diseases. Like we have the chronic respiratory disease, why it causes that. Then the next one we have insufficient physical activity. So by this I mean that people are not going to do some exercises, they're just there. And it has been found that approximately 3.2 million people die each year due to physical inactivity. So this means that they are not doing exercise, and this can really lead to those diseases such as maybe heart disease or even stroke, because you are not active, you're just there. And then the next one we have harmful use of alcohol. So it has been found that approximately 2.3 million die each year from the harmful use of alcohol. We are not saying that it is not good to totally use alcohol, but it's just that there is an amount that you're supposed to use, because if you overuse, that's when it can really cause some havoc in your life. The next one is raised blood pressure. So this is another cause that has been found worldwide, and it has been estimated that it has caused 7.5 million deaths, about 12.8% of all deaths. This is a lot. So as you can see, it is even higher than tobacco use. So raised blood pressure has really caused a lot of death. And then the next one we have overweight and obesity. So at least 2.8 million people die each year as a result of being overweight or obese. So the next one is raised cholesterol. Raised cholesterol is estimated to cause 2.6 million deaths annually. So cholesterol means like you have a lot of fat in your body, in which when the body can no longer be able to accumulate that fat, then you'll end up dying. So those were the leading causes of preventable diseases worldwide. So let's move on to US. So we have, first of all, one of the preventable disease is heart disease risk. So here we have some causes. that causes heart disease. We have tobacco use, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, poor diet, and overweight. As you've seen, it just starts with the body of a person. So the next preventable disease, we have cancer. So some of the factors which causes it is tobacco use, poor diet, lack of physical activity, overweight, sun exposure, certain hormones, alcohol, some viruses and bacteria, ionizing radiation. We have that. Then the next one is chronic respiratory disease, which is caused by tobacco smoke, second-hand smoke exposure, other indoor air pollutants, outdoor air pollutants. So the next one, we have stroke risks include high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, diabetes, overweight, previous stroke, tobacco use, alcohol use, and lack of physical activity. The last one, we have unintentional injury risks include lack of seatbelt use, lack of motorcycle helmet use, unsafe consumer products. As you've seen, they are both in worldwide and also US. We have some common leading causes of preventable diseases. As you've had, tobacco use, high blood pressure, insufficient physical activity. As you can see, they are really similar to each other. So those were the causes of preventable diseases. Thank you. So on this next slide, I'm going to talk about the dimension of wellness. Actually, there are 7, so I'm going to explain each one of them. So the first one is physical dimension. So this one deals with the functional operation of the body, So as you can see, physical, it means your body. So here, your dietary habits have a significant effect on the physical well-being. So the next one is intellectual dimension. This one involves the use of your mind to do certain activities. So here what you do, it involves continuous acquisition of knowledge throughout life, engaging your mind in creativity. The next one is emotional dimension. So here, ability to laugh, enjoy life, adjust to change, cope with stress, and maintain with intimate relationship. So for emotional, it's all about your feelings and happiness. So another dimension is social dimension. So for social dimension, it means interacting with people, getting along with others, and appreciating uniqueness of others. So the next dimension is spiritual dimension. So this one involves personal search for meaning and direction in life, which provide guide through life experiences. So the next one is the environmental dimension. So this one deals with the preservation of natural resources. So maybe habits such as recycling and conserving electricity show positive involvement in the dimension. And lastly, we have occupational dimension. On this one, it deals with deriving personal satisfaction from your vocation. So here you have to choose a career that provides internal and external rewards that you put value in. So those were the dimension of wellness. So this slide is going to focus on the strategies to reduce preventable diseases. As I have told you that preventable diseases, when it has already occurred, it can be able to be reduced. So the first step that I can give out is well-being. So by well-being, I mean that this one you can offer education, social support, and healthy policies and environments so that people can take charge of their health. So this is when you offer education so that people can be able to take individual responsibility on their well-being. So the next one is policy promotion. So this one, it involves establishing supportive community norms and adapting a philosophy that embraces health in all policies and settings. Like for instance, maybe a restaurant, they can be serving more of healthy foods but not junk food. So that can be a norm for that community. Then the next one is health equity. So this one, health inequity occurs when you find that there are some areas where people die more than others. So this is where health inequity occurs. So by providing health equity, it will increase health promotion efforts, targeting social determinants of health So here you implement programs that foster healthy living across life stages. The next one is research translation. So scientific advances must be applied and evaluated or reflected in state and local health policies. So it, like, researches should not just come out of the blues, but it should come out from evidences gotten from how local people live. Then lastly, we have workforce development. So a skilled, diverse and dynamic public health workforce and network of partners is crucial to promote health and prevent chronic diseases. So they shall be, maybe hospital have to employ those people who are very skilled and they are very diverse, so that they can be able to find ways to improve health of people. So that was it about the strategies. Thank you. I can see that I'm coming to the end of my presentation. So some of the key takeaways that I can say is preventable diseases can be avoided very easily, but it depends on each person's willingness to prevent it. Also, individuals should set principles which guide them in reducing the risk factors of preventable diseases. Then government should put in place policies that promote health and reduce chronic diseases. So those were the key takeaways that you could have gotten from this presentation. So this last slide is giving you more references. So if you need more information about a topic that was not clear to you, you can just go to these references and you'll be able to get a lot of insights. So thank you very much for your attention. See you next time.